This week, Baha'is observe the Feast of Names. The names of God hold profound spiritual and theological significance. In the Baha'i teachings, God is ultimately an unknowable essence, but we can perceive God through attributes or names, such as the All-Merciful, the Clement, the Gracious, the Help in Peril. The names of God are more than titles or labels, but reflect hallmarks of the divine spirit, attributes that each person is created to develop and manifest in the world. Baha'i prayers often invoke the names of God as a way of drawing our hearts closer to the divine, a means by which God is known and loved by us, forming a bridge between the unknowable essence and the human soul.
Magnified be thy name, O Lord my God. Thou art he whom all things worship, and who worshipeth no one, who is the Lord of all things, and is the vassal of none, who knoweth all things, and is known of none. Thou didst wish to make thyself known unto men. Therefore thou didst, through a word of thy mouth, bring creation into being and fashion the universe. There is none other God except thee, the fashioner, the creator, the almighty, the most powerful. I implore thee by this very word that hath shone forth above the horizon of thy will, to enable me to drink deep of the living waters through which thou hast vivified the hearts of thy chosen ones, and quicken the souls of them that love thee, that I may at all times and under all conditions turn my face wholly towards thee. Thou art the God of power, of glory, of bounty. No God is there beside thee, the supreme ruler, the all-glorious, the omniscient Baha'u'llah.
Every discerning observer will recognize that in the dispensation of the Quran, both the book and the cause of Jesus were confirmed. As to the matter of names, Mohammed himself declared, "I am Jesus." He recognized the truth of the signs, prophecies, and the words of Jesus, and testified that they were all of God. In this sense, neither the person of Jesus nor his writings hath differed from that of Mohammed and of his holy book, inasmuch as both have championed the cause of God, uttered his praise, and revealed his commandments. Thus it is that Jesus himself declared, "I go away and come again unto you." Consider the sun. Were it to say, "I am the sun of yesterday," it would speak the truth. And should it, bearing the sequence of time in mind, claim to be other than that of the sun, it would speak the truth. In like manner, if it be said that all the days are but one and the same, it is correct and true. And if it be said, with respect to their particular names and destinations, that they differ, that again is true. For though they are the same, yet one doth recognize in each a separate designation, a specific attribute, a particular character. Conceive accordingly with distinction, variation, and unity characteristics of the various manifestations of holiness, that thou mayest comprehend the allusions made by the Creator of all names and attributes to the mysteries of distinct and unity, and discover the answer to thy question as to why that everlasting beauty should have at sundry times called himself by different names. Baha'u'llah, the Kitab-i-Aqdah.
An excerpt from the writings of Abdul-Baha. Just as the earth is the place where the rays of the sun are reflected, meaning that the light, heat, and influence of the sun are plain and manifest in all the atoms of the earth. So too does each one of the atoms of the universe in this infinite space proclaim one of the perfections of God. Nothing is deprived of this. Each is either a sign of the mercy of God, or of his power, or his greatness, or his justice, or his sustaining providence, or his generosity, or his sight, or his hearing, or his knowledge, or his grace. In the world of existence, indeed, every created thing proclaims but one of the names of God. But the reality of man is all-encompassing. It is the seat of the revelation of all the divine perfections. That is, a sign of each one of the names, attributes, and perfections that we ascribe to God exists in man. If such were not the case, he would be unable to imagine and comprehend these perfections. For example, we say that God is all-seeing. The eye is the sign of his sight. If this faculty were lacking in man, how could we imagine the sight of God? Or the lifeless, what it is to be alive? Thus, the divinity of God, the divine essence, is the sum total of all perfections, and from this station it casts a ray of its splendor upon the human reality.
From the Covenant of Baha'u'llah. Baha'u'llah has conferred authority on its institutions, whether local, national, or international. But the individuals who are privileged to serve on them are devoid of any authority. Unlike men who wield power in the world today and seek to acquire fame and popularity, members of Baha'i institutions cannot but manifest humility and self-effacement if they are to remain faithful to Baha'u'llah. Those who do not succeed through immaturity or lack of faith in giving up these standards are indeed attached to the kingdom of names and become deprived of the bounties of God in this age.
O thou who dealest equitably with all who are in heaven and on earth, and rulest over the kingdom of thy creation and of thy revelation, I testify that every man of equity hath recognized his unfairness in the face of the revelation of the splendors of the day star of thy justice, and the ablest of pens hath confessed its impotence before the movement of thy most exalted pen. By thy life, O thou possessor of all names, the minds of the profoundest thinkers are sore perplexed as they contemplate the ocean of thy knowledge, and the heaven of thy wisdom, and the luminary of thy grace. How can he who is but a creation of thy will claim to know what is with thee, or to conceive thy nature? I beseech thee, O my Lord, by thy name, which thou hast made to be the dayspring of thy revelation, and the dawning place of thine inspiration, to ordain for this wronged one, and for them that are dear to thee, what becometh thy loftiness. Thou, in very truth, art the all-bountiful, the all-powerful, the all-knowing, the all-wise. Baha'u'llah.
Thy name is my healing, O my God, and remembrance of thee is my remedy. Nearness to thee is my hope, and love for thee is my companion. Thy mercy to me is my healing and my succor in both this world and the world to come. Thou verily art the all-bountiful, the all-knowing, the all-wise. Baha'u'llah.
These attributes of God are not and have never been vouchsafed specially unto certain prophets, and withheld from others. Nay, all the prophets of God, his well-favored, his holy, and chosen messengers are, without exception, the bearers of his name, and the embodiment of his attributes. They only differ in the intensity of their revelation and the comparative potency of their light. Even as he hath revealed some of the apostles, we have cause to excel the others. Gleanings from the writings of Baha'u'llah.